I don't think I need to say anything about like the small ones. Not really about this. They don't do anything, but like it's just the same, same. It's just components, but does the same thing. I feel like this item is just bad, or like this is pretty good if you can get it, but I never think you make it as like the first item. It's really good if like someone has a Lancer carry though. But yeah, I think you want to use the components for other stuff though. Like this is pretty good. I think like if you make any mage items, you only want to like make this first and then you make the other ones later. Maelstrom's the same, you just make it for early game. I feel like Blink has lost a lot of value now. I think you only make Blink if you actually want to blink a unit. Because like it doesn't give you mana regen, it only gives you 50 mana when you blink and then nothing else. Like this is also pretty much the same. It is good to make every game pretty much. Like you just make this hard counter feathered. Like Cleave is also used Meh. It's really good on like Red Fox and Ember. I don't really know if I like this change either. I guess. Then Disarm's good. Like BKBs is pretty much mandatory this patch because so many mage players. Then Splitter is the same. It's just good on like Granny and Shining. I feel like this item is completely useless. Like, this is such a small area. Like, the upgraded version is pretty good for anti-healing, but like this doesn't do anything. Like, you're gonna hit 2 grids and like 35% anti-healing, and then it has a 60-second cooldown. It's just way too long. Like, you get the same mana regen from just not combining, because it doesn't do damage anymore, so you don't cast instantly. I don't know. I think they need to maybe change this. It feels so bad at the moment. This is the same. Yeah, it's still good. I also don't really know about this one. Like, I feel like the small item is so bad that like you almost never want to make it. Like, all of these components are like 10 times better than this. And like, I feel like it's the same here, right? Like, this is really good, this is really good, and this is also really good. And then you have this item that just doesn't do anything. Yeah, I know it like reduces the attack speed, but it's such a small area that you're never gonna hit a carry anyway, unless you like rogue guard frontline for some reason. Like I think the big item is actually pretty good. Like there's nothing wrong with this one. It's only 3 grids. I thought it was 4, but oh well. Like the key item is really good, but this is just so awkward to make in early game. And like a new sack one seems pretty broken. And I feel like this item is so abusable in so many comps. Like you can put this on Razor Claw, and his bear is like 25% more or 30% more HP and 25% more damage. Same thing if you like high roll like Whispers here early game. I don't know. They seem so broken. I'll talk about this later. And then, like, this is a good item. I kind of like the double items, like double small component can make an item, because it's so bad to just get stuck with like 50 lucky coins that you can't do anything with. Like, same with this one. I think this item is gonna be like abused a lot when people figure it out. Like, I think it can be good in greater. Like, I also think you can play like the Fallen Witcher build, kind of combine the two builds that were popular last, like the last patch. You can play like 5 dragon with just making items, and then you play the Druid Shaman version, and he will just like have full mana when the round starts, and you can position however you want. I don't know. I think it's gonna be insane. Like, this item is so broken. Like, I think they need to remove the silence. It's just too much. It's just too much damage amp and too much with the silence. It's like if you just get this off, it just one-shot stuff. I don't know. Like, I feel like they do this a lot of times. Like, they add the two best effects that you want. Like, you want mana start and mana, like, regen, and then like the two good things you want also makes the best like unique effect. I don't know. Because imagine if like you make this item that doesn't do anything, it's just HP and HP regen, which is kind of meh, and then you add something like this to this instead of having like this item would be good without this because it's exactly what you want. And then we have this item, which I think is also insanely good. It's just Magic Resist. This item is also really nice because you can like, if people are running Disarm, you can just put this on your carry and he will remove the Disarm. Which makes like a lot of carries way more viable. Huh. This is the same good item. Refresh is really good. I feel like Refresher lost like a bit of value since they made all the items only amplify damage. Like, you used to put this on like Devastator and Dark Spirit, but they don't gain any like magic damage now. It's so weird. I actually kind of like that they removed the anti-healing from this item because this is already so good. It's like the biggest damage in the game, except for this, right? And it also had like the penguin effect. Like, this item was just way too good last patch. I just kind of wish. I think they should make this like last shorter and have a way shorter cooldown. Because if you miss, you'll just lose the game. Like, if you're playing mages, you're probably not gonna have a 60-second long fight. Um, like, this item has the same problem it just has had like every time. It's not even bad, but the other like magic damage items are just way better. So like, I think you only make this if you can't make anything else in late game, or you need to deal with like a Lancer or something. This item is also pretty bad. Like, you would rather make this every time if you can. I think maybe they should do the same thing with MKC as they did with this one, by the way. Like, this is just such a good item. Like maybe move uh, the anti-healing to this item, maybe, I don't know. Because like having it so it has 100% chance to like ignore evasion and have the anti-healing just makes it too good. Then it just be cleave. I feel like changing from HP to this doesn't really do that much. It's just kind of the same. You have more attack speed, less HP. And then its BKB is the same as last patch. Like, it is good. I think I talked about this a bit, but like 70% HP regen reduction is really good. It's just like positioning is gonna be really important. It's also weird it doesn't do any damage, so you insta-cast, which was what made it good last patch. This is also like, this is just a good item. Really weird to like not have lifesteal anymore. But yeah, this is good in pretty much every like melee damage build. Then big disarm's good. Oh, I really dislike this change. Like I think you never make this now. It's not good at all. Like gaining a small HP shield doesn't do anything. It's also way less unique than like the reflect damage that it had before. Like it was really nice to have the option to make some reflect pure damage if you play like mage and you face like a lancer or something. But I don't know, now it feels like it doesn't do anything. And then it is big splitter, same as the last patch. It's just really good. It's also same as the last patch, it's good. This is just weird because it gives you minus magic resist. I think it's a like pretty cool item, but you need to be careful if you're playing mages and you don't have like this item or something, like you're gonna get one-shotted. It's also weird that like this item is so bad, it's hard to have the components to make this. Like I feel like Sack Wand is like a bit better now because it's so hard to get like other lifesteal items. It kind of does the same thing. Mainly also got nerfed like pretty hard. Oh, I feel like you never make Mania now. Like, isn't this just better than Mania like pretty much all the time? I feel like you make Splitter or this, like, this only stacks 3 times, that's not that much. Then we have this item, which is really interesting. Yeah, actually, that's a good point. Like, the Reflect uses a hard counter Light Spirit, he would just one-shot himself. But yeah, it doesn't do that anymore. Like, you can put this item on, for example, a K-Prodigy or Tsunami Stalker or Phantom Queen, and they will gain the Insectoid trait. And also when like other Insectoid units die, you can summon up like the unit you put this on. So like you can just summon K-Prodigies to summon Infinite. They also have way more HP. Like this seems super strong if you can get it online. Like there's so many combos you can try out. I feel like Civet can also be really good. Like imagine having like 5, 6 Civets on the board and they all jump at the same time. Yeah, this is definitely something I want to try out. And this is same as last patch, it's just other components. Still really good. I think this item is also like the longer the patch goes on, I think this is gonna get more played. Because it is looks kind of broken. Oh, and then we get to this item. This is so broken. If you can make this item like the AoE silence and 30% damage is just so broken. If you have Light Spirit on the board and you have this item, you win the game like pretty much instantly. Like you carry, use cast, and then you silence the whole board, and they get one-shotted. And it's yeah. Like if you, this is just the best item of the patch. I think this is like the main reason why mages are so good now. And then it's this item. It is big magic resist, really good. Like it depends on the lobby, right? But if a lot of people are playing mage, it's really good. I haven't really tried this one out, but I feel like it's oh, you can shred. Okay, you can do it twice. Okay. It could be really good in like against certain stuff if you want your carry to not get crowd controlled. Yeah, that's like the items. Yeah,